Hello, this is Ginny Brant with Unleash Your God-Given Healing. Today we're going to look at 8 hormone-disrupting chemicals you want to avoid. Seeing results on paper is believing, unfortunately. I can remember when a friend suggested that I not get grapes from Mexico at the grocery store because they were high in pesticide residue. But they were 99 cents a pound, and I kept buying them because I saw no impact on my body. But after my cancer journey, when my doctor slowly slid my test results across the table, here's the shocker. I had 6 of the 8 hormone-disrupting chemicals we're going to talk about today that we need to avoid, and they were at high levels in my body. The European Union does not allow many of these chemicals, but our good old USA is like the wild, wild west when it comes to regulations of chemicals in cosmetics and personal care products. So we must become the sheriff and our own best advocate. So today we're going to look at 8 hormone-altering chemicals or endocrine disruptors that we must all avoid. Number 1, phthalates. These chemicals are used to make plastic more flexible and as a stabilizer in fragrance. They are associated with problems of the respiratory and reproductive systems and problems with your liver and kidneys. Phthalates are hidden in many fragrances and found in a wide variety of personal care products. Just read the labels. I prefer to see contains no phthalates on the label. My video on phthalates will be referenced in the show notes below. And then there's number 2, parabens. They are chemicals that are used to preserve food and many personal care products, such as cosmetics. They can disrupt hormones in the body, literally wreaking havoc with your reproductive organs and causing fertility problems and raising the risk of cancer. You must read all labels carefully and look for long words containing paraben. My video on parabens will be referenced also in the show notes below. You see, parabens and phthalates are now in so many products that some manufacturers are saying on their label, no parabens or phthalates, right there for everyone to see. Look for that. Number 3, percolate is used in rocket propellants, fireworks, munitions, vehicle airbags, signal flares, and matches. Imagine the shock when I discovered that some kind of rocket fuel was at high levels in my body. But these chemicals can build up in soil and as a result can show up in drinking water and in our food. Just another reason to filter your drinking water and eat organic foods. Percolate can disrupt your thyroid system and reduce thyroid function. Number 4, PFAS, or forever chemicals, are used for making products resistant to heat, oil, grease, stains, and water. It's also an ingredient in firefighting foam. PFAS has been shown to cause birth defects, liver damage, fertility issues, hormone suppression, and cancer. Some studies suggest they may reduce vaccine efficacy. If you buy stain and water-resistant clothing, bedding, and curtains, you're exposed in some way to this chemical. If you use non-stick cookware and utensils, these are usually loaded with PFAS. And my video, The Worst, Better, and Best in Non-Toxic Cookware, will also be referenced in the show notes below. It's an eye-opener. Number 5, heavy metals such as aluminum, lead, and mercury are showing up in more and more people, including me. These are also found in many personal care products, such as lead in lipstick, eyeliner, and nail polish. You can avoid these by purchasing your own cosmetics from a clean cosmetics company such as Juice Beauty or Beauty Counter or something like that. Aluminum can be found in deodorants and personal care products and as an adjuvant in vaccines to elicit a better immune response. Mercury is found in dental fillings, in vaccines as a preservative called thimerosal, and in many large fish. That's why wild caught is important. Needless to say, all three of these chemicals were found in this gal's body at high levels. Then there's number 6, BPA or other alternatives. They're found in the lining of canned foods and in water bottles, baby bottles, thermal receipts that you get at the grocery store, sippy cups, and even pacifiers. These chemicals can cause learning and behavioral problems, cancer, diabetes, and changes to our DNA. I rarely use canned foods, but when I do, I look for the BPA-free label. I avoid heating food in a microwave using any plastic containers, and I only store my food in glass containers. Then there's number 7, oxybenzone. It's a chemical found in many sunscreens. This UV chemical filter can be absorbed into the body after just a single application, but higher levels are detected after multiple applications. Oxybenzone can actually interfere with our endocrine system at the cellular level and is associated with increased risk of breast cancer and endometriosis. I talk about this chemical and several others in a video called Safe Sunscreens, which will be referenced in the show notes below. But honestly, this is an easy fix. There are 2 UV filters that are not very harmful called titanium dioxide and zinc oxide that are found in safe sunscreens, and you can make your own sunscreen too. There's an easy recipe to make sunscreen in the video, which will be, of course, referenced in the show notes below. And number 8, pesticides. These chemicals are used for controlling pests and weeds on non-organic crops. These pesticides may affect the hormone system with impacts on fertility, nervous system damage, and again, even cancer. Ask me. The gal with both high levels of glyphosate, the most dangerous pesticide, and a pesticide contained in Agent Orange. Yes, these were both found in my body at high levels, and that's not good. And when I showed my chemical profile results to my oncologist, he said, "Oh, Ginny, I didn't know you were a Vietnam vet." I've never been to Vietnam, and these chemicals are used, so I found, on most of our crops here, unless labeled organic. Now you know why I eat organic as much as possible. Talk about lessons learned through the school of hard knocks. Fortunately, after much hard work, my chemical levels are now at minimal levels. And again, these chemicals are not allowed, most of them, in the European Union, and for good reason. In this country, we must protect ourselves to be healthy. And it's true, I did not do such a good job before my cancer diagnosis. I am so much more careful now, and praise God, my levels are significantly lower. There's no such thing as 0 levels in the world we live in. Do you know if you have a high toxic load? If you don't know, It's wise to avoid as many of these as possible, just to be cautious. And as for me and my house, there's a new sheriff in town, and that sheriff is me. I hope this video has awakened you to the fact that we need to be the best advocate we can be for our health. Yes, there's a new sheriff in town, in our household, and there needs to be one in everyone's household too. I hope that you will like this video, share it, click the notification bell so that you will know when I post new information, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until next time, here's to your good health. And may God bless.